Hello guys, this is CodeNCode and this is third lecture of updated number theory series. Right? In this lecture, we are going to learn how you can find out the number of divisor of an integer from its prime factorization. Alright, so let's get started. So problem statement, simple. You are given a prime factorization of a number and you have to find the number of divisors. For example, if input is 5, the output is 1, right? Because only one device is there for 5. For input 2 to 3, that will be 12. Number of devices are 6, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Right? So these are the input, these are the output. The question is how we can find out efficiently from prime factorization the total number of devices. It's very easy and simple thing, so it won't take much time. So now let's say n has a following prime factorization: p1 raised to power k1, p2 raised to power k2, dash dash dash, pm raised to power km. Right? So the total number of devices will be, just take the power of the primes plus 1 and multiply all of them. So k1 plus 1 times k2 plus 1 times dash 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 km plus 1. This will be your total number of devices. Example, 12 has 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 1. So 2 plus 1 and 1 plus 1, that is 6. So see, this is how easy it is to find the total number of devices using prime factorization. Now the question is, why does it work? Of course, we have to go through that also. I just can't tell you a formula and not explain why this works, right? So let's build the solution using constructive algorithm, right? So let's say this is a number 5 raised to power 3 times 7 raised to power 1 times 11 raised to power 5. So how many divisor will it have? Simple, 3 plus 1 times 1 plus 1 times 5 plus 1. Why is that so? Right, let's build it. So if n is 5 raised to power 3, 7 raised to power 1, 11 raised to power 5, whatever divisor you have will have combination of 5 3 of sorry 5 7 and 11 of these primes. Whatever divisor you will have for n, in its prime factorization you will have 5 7 and 11. Their powers can be 0, so they may not exist there. For example, for this number 5 is one of the divisors, whereas 7 is power 0 and 11 is power 0 are there, right? But no other prime can be there. You can't have a divisor which has 3 and can completely divide it. Not possible, right? So now that we know that only 5 7 and 11, whatever primes are there in n, only those primes can be there in the divisors, right? There different combinations can be there, but only those primes will be there. That is why as many primes you have in n, as many blocks you will have there. So 3 primes are there, we have 3 different blocks. One thing is clear. Second thing, prime, when you are finding the divisors, primes are mutually exclusive. For example, 5 can divide only 5, right? It can't divide 7, it can't divide 11. 7 can only divide 7, 11 can only divide 11, right? So all of these are mutually exclusive, right? So we'll consider 5 to the power 3 and 5 separately, similarly this and similarly this. Now, so 5 raised to the power 3, when you divide with power of 5, what different powers you can choose? You can choose 5 raised to the power 0, 5 raised to the power 1, 5 raised to the power 2, and 5 raised to the power 3, from 0 till 3, right? Because if you go beyond 3, 5 raised to the power 4, 5 raised to the power 3 is not divisible by 5 raised to the power 4, right? So that's why, how many options do we have for this pair? 4, 3 plus 1. 3 is the maximum power, plus 0. For 0, we have one more option. So 4 different options we have for 5, right? That's why 3 plus 1. Similarly, for 7, you can have either 7 raised to the power 0 or 7 raised to the power 1. That's why whatever power we have, we add 1 to it, because raised to the power 0 will be one of the combination. So similarly for 11, there will be 5 plus 1 different combinations, right? So since all of these are mutually exclusive, total number of divisors you can find by completely multiply them, by multiplying them, right? So for 5 we have 4 options, for 7 we have 2 options, for 11 we have 6 different options we can choose from 11 raised to power 0 to 11 raised to power 5. And since all of these prime divisors are mutually exclusive, you can directly multiply them to get their count, combinatorics, right? So that's why we have as many blocks as the total number of divisors in n, and in there will have as many options as the power plus 1 because of the 0, and that's why we get this formula. So we basically applied constructive algorithm with combinatorics and got this formula. All right, so you understand how this works. So yeah, this is how you can find out the total number of divisor from prime factorization of a number. So yeah, this is it for this lecture. Thank you guys for watching, and till the next video drops, keep coding. Thank you.